by for ignition. Aboard! 5, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, ignition.
Yada yada. Carter, you want to pull the plug on this guy?
Wait, don't pull the plug on the show. We're just getting started, everybody.
We just got here.
Yep, just got here, and welcome to a very special Christmas episode of the Stargate Files. We are continuing right along with Red Sky and Rite of Passage, and it's going to be a good one. I watched these, and I got some opinions, but guys, how you been doing for the last little bit? Thor, what you been up to, brother?
Oh, not too much. Just working on my X account. Every Stargate frame in order. We are still on Thor's chariot, but we are about 500 images in now, so we'll be probably a little bit more than a third through. And over an SGA frame in order. He is working on. I don't have it pulled up right now, but he has started a new episode. He's Childhood's End. Is that the one with the kids?
Okay. Yep.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, he is working. Just started that one 2 days ago, I think. So he's not very far into it yet, but he is working on that one.
Right on. Moving right along. Glad to see that. Happy to see that.
Yeah.
And Skeeter, what you been up to, brother? You printing anything new? What you working on?
This is the first. The printers are both quiet. They're not running.
Oh no! What'd you do?
Not. I just been busy today. I went to go see my great niece to drop off some presents for her.
There you go.
But I did get something built. Let's talk about this. Stargate. Oh, let's. I always forget to do this. I got yelled at by some of our followers. As you can see, it's a nice light up. It's got a little light that came with bamboo, and it does have the ring is able to move. So there we go. As I could show you, it takes two hands to move it, but it does move. But yeah, my own little light up Stargate.
That looks great.
And has a nice little switch just to turn it off. It was my first time. Well, not first time. I correct myself. Second time I had to use a different kind of material because I had this gate whoosh. I used that same kind of transparent. It's PETG. And the rest of it's PLA for all those who do 3D printing. You know, and now Jeff's starting to learn that. So, it's a more transparent, sturdier, stronger plastics. Oh, somebody,
Hey, John. I'll
John
see
went
you in
on.
a few weeks, brother.
Yeah. So, but yeah, it's more transparent, so it gives that, where the light shines through it. So I was like happy with it, but had a little trouble with it, but it's together.
Nice.
Now I got to decide what to make for next time. So I'm torn between like 5 different projects. So
Well,
Yeah, I was telling you
well,
about
now
that
you,
privately.
yeah, you got 2 printers and a couple extra days.
yeah. So
Yeah.
I mean, I'll probably figure it out tomorrow, Tuesday. I do have one big project that I have to go through, color all the pieces, um, double check what materials I need for it exactly, and order some more hardware and break out my old soldering iron if it still works.
Oh, no.
This is going to be more than what I had to do with Atlantis. So it's like, geez, have to relearn my high school circuit board and LED lighting skills. So,
Well, is this going to be a surprise, or you want to tell everybody what you're going to
oh
work
no,
on?
we're going to surprise everyone. I had to pay some good money to get that file from someone that's been on
Oh,
World and Out the Gates. So, we all know Martin from on there. So him and I
yeah.
were talking, and it's not available to the public for free. But he told me, "Oh, if you go here and here, you can buy it." And I'm like, "Well, I have no problem buying that because he
Yeah.
designed it himself. So all of his 3D prints he designs himself. He does have some freebies on there, but." I was happy to pay, and he was thanking me up and down for paying for it. And I'm like, well, I'm not trying to get free from you. If I have to pay, I'll pay. Not a problem.
Especially for something on a premium scale.
Yeah, and it's going to be,
Does
high.
it light up at least?
That's why I got to get my soldering iron now. It's like a wire,
You'll have to
light
tell
it
me
up,
offline then,
and
or throw it
yeah.
in the private chat if you want to just tell us.
So, I'm excited to do it, but it's going to take days of painting in the program to color it, and yeah, it's going to be a bit, but it'll be worth it.
Nice, nice. Yeah, me, I finally got my 3D printer up and running. I've had it for a little bit. My first Stargate thing is a little extruder cap. Otherwise, I've
Just
been making all the tools and everything. I still have to make the kind of the waste bin, so to speak. That is
Mhm.
what's going to be printed tonight after the show is done. So then
What do you
after
mean you're
that,
not
I have
using
to
your
decide
little
what to print.
cardboard boxes?
Oh, I got a cardboard box. I actually want something that'll work though.
Yeah.
Uh, John's got a good question
Yeah.
for you. Come on, be honest. You're building a life-sized
life-size
F302.
No, the 302's right there. That's as big as I'm going with that.
Well, you worked on that
Life-size.
Atlantis.
Yeah, Atlantis.
Now,
That took me a long time to print and light and reprint parts that messed up, and it happens. But
how many? Oh, sorry. Go continue.
no,
Sorry.
no, I was pretty much done. So
Okay. I was just going to ask a question. How many 302s fit into oh, is it the Prometheus? Like the newer version of the ship? The
Oh,
304?
the Hammond
Yeah.
I got up there. Here, let's go to that. Whoop. So that up there, in each bay, there is 8. Wait a minute.
Oh, okay. All right.
Let me think here. Hold on. I gotta go. One. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, 8. 8 in the bay area.
Aren't
I
they
was
like
gonna
the
say-
mini
Two
ones?
sides. Yeah, there's
Yeah.
2 sides, so there's 16 total.
I was-
Jeez.
Going to suggest that he was going to be printing a bigger Prometheus that he could actually fit his 302s into.
Oh my
Oh.
God. There's that diorama that's really cool though that I've seen. I'm like,
Yeah.
I ain't starting that quite yet. I need to work on my skills first.
Yeah.
One of the dioramas I put in my list for you.
Oh God, yeah, I saw that on the list for sure.
There's a
There's
lot
a
of
couple
them.
of things I I got enough colors to do probably the O'Neill, but I'm not sure if that's what I'm gonna do first or not.
Yeah,
But I got like the
maybe-
white, silver, and the black, and
Yep.
some gray. That's about what I got just to get started.
We need the blue for the lighting.
Oh, so I have to get some blue then.
Yeah, because it has blue lights underneath, and the engines are blue light too.
Yeah.
Alrighty. So,
So, yeah,
well, I got to make an order. Bamboo has the sale going on right
And
now. for
and
colors,
like I
so-
tell everyone, when I go, a lot of these models are just one color or like a few colors. But then I go on to Master Replica, look at what they have for colors on theirs, and then I match it up close as possible. So
all right.
it's not going to be exactly like Master Replica, but close enough for me.
That's true.
Mm-hmm.
Well, speaking of 3D printing, since we're on the topic already, there is something that kind of came out recently that I'd like to share with everybody on
Yeah.
X. Gate Builder
Oh
has,
yeah.
to celebrate the announcement of a new Stargate TV show, comes his new Master Replicas scaled
Yep, that's
Malp
Martin.
and DHD, and they are the 3D printed models and free. So he's got a link. So if you're on Twitter, you can do it,
Nice.
or
Yep.
if you want to read the highlighted text here, you can
Yep.
type it in. We'll throw it in the description down below too after the stream for when we upload it. And this looks pretty dope in my opinion. I kind of want to do this one personally.
I do.
It's
I
good
got
with
the
colors,
melt.
but you got to get like about 9 different colors.
Yeah, I got the melt up on the gate there.
Oh
I
yeah.
absolutely want the Malp for sure, and probably the
Mhm.
DHD. The gate and the stand. Well, I have a gate. If I print off a stand, it would work.
Yeah. The melt, all you need is black, gray, or any kind of, well, it's like a darker gray, but not too dark, and yellow and red. So, because that one dish in the front has red dots on it. So, and then you got
Oh,
the
okay.
yellow bars on it too in the front, as you can see in that photo too.
Yep.
So,
Let's see, there was this other picture. It's a little bit brighter for
Yeah.
everybody. Oh, I see. So on the
yep, that little
the
dish
mouth
there
there?
underneath the satellite dish. Yep, that
Oh,
has
geez.
little red dots on it, which we do see in this episode up close. So, that we're going to talk about here in a little bit. And yeah, the gate is red for SG1 for the little lights that light up on the gate for the
The
chevrons.
chevrons. Yeah.
And same with the centerpiece. So,
Man, and you sent me this Malp, and I'm like, No, now that I have a printer, I might actually print a bigger one off. So
yeah.
because if these are to
So-
scale with the gate, like man, that's gonna dwarf that
I'll
thing.
have to dig for that file because I made that melt earlier this year. So I mean,
Yeah.
I'll find it and send it to you so you don't have to do all the paint work that I had to do because the tires were a pain in the butt. The paint.
I'd almost spray paint the tires at this point.
Mhm.
Do a little
So-
clear coat on it and make it look like real.
Mhm.
But I'd have to work on my painting skills again too.
I know. I thought about that,
That's-
breaking out the old
that's- yeah.
airbrush. And,
I do not have the patience for painting.
I do
Well,
it
if it's
all on
spray
the screen.
painting, I got it. If it's paintbrush, I don't got the
Mm.
patience for that. If I screw something up, I'm just going to get mad and throw it.
Mhm.
And before we get to some episodes, there was one other thing I wanted to share with you guys.
Yeah, I got one
Just
more
a-
too. So
Dolph
when
Cocker.
you go ahead and then I'll say mine.
Yeah. And he did a little promo from an old interview on CNN
Mhm.
with Richard Dean Anderson at the beginning of Stargate. And I think this is pretty fun to check out.
Find the Stargate on Earth thousands of years ago. Head of SG-1 is Colonel O'Neill, played in the movie by Kurt Russell.
All due respect, Mr. Russell was a little dour. And I can't get my hair to do that anyway. He's got a jaw. And I'm missing that. So there's no way I can do that.
So I thought this was a fun clip, and Doc
Yeah.
Cocker's got some really interesting clips and pictures and stuff on Twitter. So highly recommend everybody go check that out.
Mhm.
He's a good follow. Now, Skeeter, you
Yep.
said you had something else?
Yeah, for all of our watchers that are watching with us on Amazon Prime, we only got days left before It is no
What is it,
longer
11
available on
now?
Amazon. Right now, I think it was at yesterday. It was 12, so it's 11. So when this airs, that'll be 10, 9, 8. Yeah, about 7 days left. So by the end of the year, it's going to be off Prime, unfortunately. But good thing I got my set, so I could go back to watching it. Yeah.
I got them all digital on the computer that I ripped from DVD, and I got my DVDs. And if need be, I will go buy the Blu-ray set, even though I don't want to spend $180.
I know, that's where I'm at. I'm like, do I want the
No.
complete Blu-ray?
It's
I
worth
don't
it,
want to
man.
do it.
It's
Yeah.
worth
Yeah.
it. I got it a couple months ago. I'm in the process of ripping the whole thing to digital, and I'm going to be starting season 7 this week. I'm almost
Nice.
done.
Yeah.
It's pretty good. That's when the cameras got a lot better as well.
Mhm.
Yes, they do get a lot
Yeah.
better in
Yeah, high def was coming around.
season 7. Yeah, I think
Mhm.
season 7 is the turning point.
Yep.
Because
that's
season
when we went
6
full
still
HD.
looked pretty dirt blurry in some places.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Good stuff. Good stuff. But yeah, it's sad to see it leaving Prime, but it's just part of the whole contract issue with syndication
Yeah,
and going to different
it'll
streams.
come
It's
back.
just the way the contracts were structured. It'll come
Mm.
back. I'm not too terribly worried. But with the
No.
new show, once that comes out, it is
Uh-huh.
worldwide, and they don't got to mess with that anymore.
Yep. And I'm pre-ordering that series right away.
Up
As soon
in-
as it's
up-
available.
Up in Canada, you have to, like, if you want to get all the seasons of Stargate, you have to subscribe to MGM Plus,
Oh.
which I have, just to show them that we are supporting Stargate. That's all I watch on Prime too, is Stargate. So
Mhm.
if they ever look at what I'm watching, it's just Stargate.
I watch that in a pinch, or if I'm moving around the house and I'm not
Yeah.
focused on one TV. So I'll just go from one TV to the next and just be like, resume. I can keep on playing it in the background if I need to catch anything in particular.
Yeah.
And I believe the episodes should be in order on the Blu-ray
Order.
sets. I don't think there's an
Um,
issue with that.
In the DVD sets, they're not in order to what?
Yeah, the DVDs are not. Yeah.
Not in order. We learned that early on when we first started.
Yeah, when we
doing
were-
this stuff.
Wait, which episode were you
Season
watching?
1.
Yeah.
Season 1
Yeah,
is the
season
one
one.
that's
I was
messed
like,
up.
Wait, what? And I'm like, no, I got these next episodes. And you're like, no,
It's like,
it's
oh,
these. I'm
well.
like, wait, what?
All right. So we'll watch that quick.
So I jumped over to Prime, and that way I don't have to pull a DVD in and out all the time. But I guess I'll have to go
Yeah.
back to that.
Yeah, I think it's still available on like Comet and Pluto. I think
Yeah.
it's got its own channels, but it's the constant streaming of episodes,
Mhm.
so you never know when you're jumping
Yep.
in. But on that note, I do want to say thank you again to everybody checking out
Yeah.
our holiday episode here. We are pre-recording this on the Sunday before, and if you haven't checked us out on the Sunday, you are now checking us out here on
Yeah.
Christmas Day, our usual scheduled Thursday night Stargate Files. So thank you for checking us out. Thank you for tuning in, and hopefully we can keep you along for the ride and give you some fun content. Make sure you like, share, subscribe. Doing the little shill here on the way in. And also we do have a little t-shirt store, sticker store. If you want to check us out, we do have a link in our description down below. And we'll throw it in the chat here shortly. And if you want to help support us along the way, that'd be awesome. Otherwise, just thank you for tuning in. And let's kick this off. Guys, Red Sky, did you guys ready for this one?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't load my PDF. Where's my PDF? Right there.
There
All
it
right.
is.
There we go, Red Sky.
SG-1 discovers that their trip through the Stargate may have inadvertently doomed an entire civilization and plead with the Asgard for assistance. And oh my God, they really went with the red filter in this episode.
Somebody went out and bought it. And they're like, we're doing a whole episode for that.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's almost like Zack Snyder getting a cracked lens off of eBay for like
Yeah.
Army of the Dead and just like, hey, let's go. This looks like fun.
It's going to be blurry.
It's going to be beautiful.
Nah, but I get a kick out of the crew getting thrown through the Stargate for the first time in
Yeah.
almost like 4
Oh,
years.
long
yeah.
time. Yeah. That's
Oh, I miss when that happens. That's going to raise it a bump on my scale right there. But there's a lot of things that are taking it down. So, but we'll get to that when we get to that.
my bad. I'm trying to click
Skeeter, what the hell you
slides.
doing?
I'm trying to click your slide back on, and I kicked you off by accident. Sorry.
Slide me off. Oh.
Yeah.
Well, let's
Slide.
get into some of our favorite parts, guys.
Yep.
And who wants to go first on this one?
Don't
Skeeter?
matter to me.
Skeeter, I gotta ask you.
What was your favorite part?
Lots. So, like we were just talking about right away, them getting thrown through the gate, even the camera tumbling out was awesome. So
Yeah.
it was like, it's a documentary, as Carter and Jack O'Neill will tell you. So
Yeah.
even the camera crew guy got tossed through the gate. So, then
What if Martin Wood took that shot himself?
yeah. So we meet Elrad, played by Fred Applegate, who has been in The Producers, Space Invaders, which I remember him from that. I loved him in that. Georgia Rule, Malcolm in the Middle, which I remember that episode too. Just to name a few of the episodes shows he's been on in movies. Then we also meet
Brother
Malchus.
Melkus.
Yep, played by John Prosky, or Prosky, or no, it's Prosky. Yeah,
Prosky,
I got a glare coming from my light over here. I'm like, yeah, moving on, but there we go. He has been in True Blood, which I remember him in that. Scandal, Straight
that's
Out of
right.
Compton. He was in that too. Bowfinger,
My
Perry
son.
Mason, and Please Stand By. No, that was the name of the show, not Please Stand By. So, then yeah.
Oh man, you lit that up. All right.
Rare. So yeah, I added a little bit of brightening it up because it was a pretty dark scene. Frere, played by Brian Jensen, who has been in Dark Angel, The Sixth Day, and 13th Warrior, which I remember seeing him in that.
I just put that away after watching it the other day. That's funny.
Damnation and Fargo, just to name a few things he's been in. Then Jack meeting Asgard High Council. That was pretty fun. Even though the whole council wasn't there, it was still really good. Where's Thor? Can I talk?
I had to miss this one, guys. I was taking care of kind of a bug problem on the other side of our galaxy.
But we saved your butts from doing that. We saved you.
The battle against the replicators is never one that is over. It is continuous.
Well, I think we all want to know, do you vouch for Frere? Because he seemed to be totally standoffish and didn't want to help at all.
Well, Frere was a little... Yeah, I would have reprimanded Frere. I think this was not a natural disaster and thus does not fall under the treaty with the Goa'uld. So I think I would have stuck up for the... Oh, what are these guys' names? The Katao people. And I would have fixed their son. And really, what are the chances that the Goa'uld would even detect us fixing the sun? Honestly.
They wouldn't know a damn thing.
Our ships are so much faster than theirs, we'd be in and out before they even knew it was there. Yep. They're not constantly monitoring every planet in the galaxy. Are you crazy? So, I did have harsh words with the council and Frere at the end when I found out about this. And it will be going into my final score of this episode.
So
we did save your little gray butts. So
did you feel a little insulted when Jack couldn't tell the difference between you guys?
Well, we are technically all clones. I fortunately sound like Michael Shanks, so a little bit better than the rest of the guys. I say I got the good part there. So I drew the long straw. I got the good voice actor.
Yes, you did.
Yeah.
So, yeah, these guys are nuts, man. I don't know what the council was smoking that day.
Some of that
Ah,
space
dang.
weed.
A little bit of that space weed. Oh,
Yep.
that's funny.
Yeah, it's just the next thing was when Jack is learning that the Asgard can't help because the treaty with the Gould and Earth could be attacked if they break said treaty. So Jack wasn't too happy about that, but he was kind of understanding of it too. So,
Yep.
and then we get everybody's favorite Siler and his big wrench, but he wasn't
Yep.
the only
There we
one.
go.
There was another guy who had a big wrench on the other side too. So,
Markwood.
yep. Then we meet Dr. McLaren, played by Norman Armour. He passed away back in November 19th, 2023.
Oh.
He was in movies such as Capote, Saving Silverman, Trixie. He was also on Supernatural and A Wrinkle in Time, and a show I like that we just talked about last night or on Saturday night on Deadwire, Taken, which I remember him in that really well.
Okay.
And then my last favorite thing about this episode was Jack losing it on Malchus was super intense. He just let loose on it and beat the crap out of him.
Oh, jeez. That's pretty good. Yeah, he totally like beat him the hell up.
Yeah.
For blowing up the rocket and
Rocket,
killing two of his people.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Poor SG6. You don't ever want to accompany, I know we've said it before, but you never want to accompany SG1 on a mission. Sorry.
Nope.
Even if it's just building a rocket, apparently some crazy radicals will come along and blow it up.
Yeah, oh yeah. I remember watching this one live and thinking like, wow, that's kind of like close to home after some terrorist attacks that had been happening in the last previous few years. So it was kind of a poignant episode, but Supreme Commander Thor, what else did you like about this one?
Well, even though I missed this whole episode, they did bring me up a few times, so that was nice. I did like that they did show that Stargate travel can still be occasionally risky. And, the Towery got to stop overriding safety protocols.
But you didn't warn us at all. In all fairness, you didn't tell us that is
in fairness. Right when we first contacted you, I suppose we should have let you know how a DHD actually worked. Because it was impressive that you cobbled yourselves together one on your own. That was very impressive. But
we had our own DHD.
Yeah, but it skipped a few steps, it appears, and thus causes this kind of problem. Overall, good episode. I do enjoy it, but there are some glaring holes in it that we will talk about later.
Not nice to talk about Carter like that. I mean, seriously.
I know. I said that at the wrong time. Oh well, she still gives me a hug and a kiss in a couple other episodes, so I'm still happy. Yeah, so they turned the sky red, and the Tau people are going to die unless somebody figures out something, and that obviously falls upon poor Carter. We meet a few of the Gatau people, Brother Malchus and Elrad. They're Elrad's a pretty good guy. Malchus, how did he get that position? He must have just badgered everybody until they actually gave him a position. Kind of like local politicians do sometimes.
That's what I was
It's just like, it's just like, hey, how did that guy get there? Oh, yeah, that's probably why. He was just annoying and everybody just wanted him to shut up.
Yeah, that's what Elrad said at the beginning. What are you going to do? Badge everybody like you usually do to get your way?
I know.
That's how he got his position.
Obviously, he has a reputation.
shut up. The job's yours. Just shut the hell up.
And I like how the teal'c tried to fix their own problem by building a rocket. I mean, let's be honest. The rocket was never going to work. That's just not. Oh no, the sun doesn't work that way. You had to get the material into the middle, and that rocket would have burned up a lot sooner than the middle. Take it from me, I've flown my ship pretty close to a sun, and it gets pretty hot. And we build ours out of neutronium, so it's a little bit of a harder
the McLarium was very dense, and it would have made it. So
it was made out of real McLarens.
Yep, would have floated through.
And like I said, I enjoy this episode, even though it's got some holes that we will talk about later.
Mm-hmm.
I never skip it. I always watch this documentary episode, even though I'm not in it. But I get to watch Frere and
your people
the council.
My
people are in it. Yeah, they're represented, even though they turned in a horrible performance. I am actually kind of ashamed of them.
Yeah. Well, for me, I've always been kind of iffy on this episode whenever I've watched it, even back to the first time when it first aired, because at this point I was watching it live with everybody else back in the day. And when I first saw it, I'm like, it's all right. I think over time I've actually appreciated this episode a little bit more and more. It's just what threw me off was like the constant bickering between Jack and Daniel. You'd think by season 5 they would have gotten over some of that. I mean, and this isn't the worst offender of that. When we get to Beast of Burden, that's kind of when the real blowout happens between the two.
Mm-hmm.
And Daniel ultimately just gives the hell up eventually. But for this one, I think all the characters are a lot of fun. And despite the circumstances, like they are all trying to fix their mistake. And I think that's the biggest point of this episode. And the fact that we don't ignore anything that's happened in previous seasons. We got breadcrumbs and callbacks where, oh, hey, teal'c, we don't know how well the Asgard technology is going to handle you. They don't know you like we do. And so they head into the church. And so it's like, hey, good callbacks. And okay, we're talking to a recording. Carter, can you kill this guy? We ain't getting nowhere. And I appreciated I wanted to point this out while I'm thinking about it. Like
you turned off all the lights.
There's a magnet on the other side with another one that matches that, so that you could do the glide along the glass, which I thought was really neat. You can't see the magnet, but when they pan the camera just enough, you see the same shape on the other side moving with the white, basically mouse, so to speak.
Yep.
So I think there's a lot of good detail work, and I enjoy all the characters in this one. Everybody had something to do. teal'c maybe did not have the most to do, but there was not much for him to do anyway, other than just to be there when they needed to bounce an idea off of, or look, or sneer, or look evil, look bad, look disturbed.
Raise your eyebrow in the background.
Yep, raise your eyebrow in the background, and crowd control teal'c. Very good special effects for daytime stuff. I thought they definitely were improving on the CGI for a lot of that. And the red filter definitely gave the episode definitely a different look to it. So it stuck out probably more than any other episode around this part of the show.
Better than a pure yellow background.
Oh, yeah, that could have been not so great.
Yeah.
But no, I enjoy this one, and let's get into some lines. I think that'd be kind of a fun part to talk about. And Skeeter, what do you got for some lines?
All right. Yeah, and if you got them, Thor, just let us know and we'll play.
You bet, I will.
First one is Jack. He goes, Daniel, let's see if these folks have got a Asgard phone. Just before going in the church. Malchus, we fear it is Ragnarok. Daniel whispers to Jack, that's the end of time. Jack's like, thank you. Like, yeah, I know that one.
Like I ain't stupid.
Yeah, I
I've
know
read
that
the Thor comic books. Come on.
Yeah. Frere, when the real Frere shows up, you are the one called O'Neill, Jack.
Oh,
I am the
clip
one.
3.
All excited.
Clip 3? All right.
Clip
Can
3.
we talk to Thor?
Commander Thor is in a distant part of the galaxy and unavailable. You are the one called O'Neill.
I'm the one.
We named a warship after you. Short-lived as it was.
Yes, that.
That one.
That was a good one.
Yeah. Sam saying, we may have inadvertently, totally accidentally, caused a foreign element to enter the Katau sun. Frere is like, how? And Sam's like, well, actually, I was hoping you could help us on that one. Is it possible that our wormhole picked up a super heavy element and carried it into the sun as we passed through? Let's see. Hammond says, I thought the odds of success for this scenario were 1 in a million, Major. And Sam says, yes, sir, but I think we can increase it to increase that estimate to 1%. Well, that's in my book still 1 in a million. But Jack says, it's your call, General. I only understand 1% of what she says half the time.
I only understand about 1% of what she says half the time. Run it by me again.
Right, yeah.
What sells
Use
it?
smaller words.
What sells it is Jack turning his head, being like, "Oh my god, I just said that out loud."
And then the final one I got is Jack says, I thought when something was in a wormhole, it existed only as energy, that you needed another Stargate to turn it back into solid matter. Sam's like, actually, you're absolutely correct, sir. Jack's like, I am? Like, wait a minute, something's stuck in my head and I actually know what I'm talking about?
I thought when something was in a wormhole, it existed only as energy, that you needed another Stargate to turn it back into solid matter.
Actually, you're absolutely correct, sir.
I am?
Yes.
I was right.
I did a little editing to make that.
Yeah, I was gonna
shorter.
say that.
Yeah, no, that's good.
That was one of my lines too. So I'm like, I got to throw in my clips if you call them out too.
And that's all I had for lines. So, how about you, Thor?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I got 2 more. Clip 1. Did we do that?
Carter, what just happened?
The eye of Odin grows dim.
Some sort of shift in the light frequency.
Good. I thought I was having a stroke.
You did this!
What?
Be calm. Is it true?
No. Is it?
I don't know, sir.
That's really good.
I do
I didn't
something
catch
to
the
get that.
stroke comment there. I caught the one later.
Am I having a stroke?
So I caught the other one for you.
I knew somebody would get those.
I swear I didn't even catch that first one when you talked about the stroke. I'm like, oh my god.
Am I having a stroke? Clip 2. You dare question.
You dare question the will of the gods?
No, just your interpretation. Sure you want to get in the middle of this? I'm not sure how to get out of the middle of this.
That's a really good point. It's like we're already in the middle of this. What do you want me to do, Daniel?
I've got to say, I actually agree with O'Neill on this one. Usually, I'm in agreement of Daniel. I usually take Daniel's side, but O'Neill was absolutely correct. These people weren't doing anything to save themselves. We gave them options. They destroyed the one option that
could have saved them,
that had the best chance of saving them, and yeah, at some point you just have to walk away. Like it's
Yeah.
just I did not agree with Jack telling them what we really looked like. Like that's come on, Jack. That's low.
Yeah.
It's low, dude.
Just trying to jostle them out of their reality, being like, you know what, this is actually reality, but how often has that actually worked, Jack? Like, you've done
Exactly.
it a couple of times and it never works out the way you want. I know he means
Yeah.
well, and I think that's a good part of his character because he's always trying to be like, okay, stop that. It's like the whole stop that, don't do that. No, like da. But I appreciate the fact that he's always the same person. He's always the same character. Yes, he does learn from things. And in the next episode, there's an even better line about his intelligence, which I'm going to save for that point. But honestly, like I appreciated him here. He actually does know what the hell he's talking about most of the time. And he tried this in Scorched Earth in a previous episode where, oh, hey, these people are about to die. If you ain't going to move, we'll do everything we can to help you. But if that don't work, you got to come through the gate or you're dead. And we ain't going to stick around and hang out and watch you die.
Yeah.
So it keeps the character consistent. And I really appreciate it from the writers. And let's see. Did I have? Let's see. I did.
I only understand about 1% of what she says half the time. Run it by me again.
I think I've already played them all then. Yep.
Okay.
I did the stroke. Pull the plug. I'll do this one more time for
Okay.
everybody who missed the beginning of the episode.
Yada, yada. Carter, you want to pull the plug on this guy?
That's actually going to be one of our regular clips along with...
I was right.
Really?
So we're going to have a couple usual clips from...
I thought this was going to be our usual.
Come try ya!
That's at the end of the episode. Or if we get a bunch of contries in our chat, that'll happen.
Yeah.
But no, there's actually some good dialogue. There's some good lines. I think
Yes.
Martin wrote, no, he directed. It was written by Ron Wilkerson. And this was, I felt like he did a good job writing this episode, but there are some issues with the episode in total. And let's get into that. Skeeter, was there anything about this episode that maybe didn't work for you?
Yeah, I mean, it's a good episode. I do like to rewatch it because it's always fun to see the Asgard High Council. But it is a little bit slow. And there's some components missing to it that just didn't make it feel like a great episode. But yeah, I know you guys got better picks than I do, probably. So I'll let you guys decide what also was wrong with it.
Apples. Apples and onions.
You're mixing up your apples and oranges.
Onions.
That was funny. This is like the second time she's ever used like food as an analogy to what needs to happen. The last time was in an earlier season. She used a donut to talk about. I think that was the Seth episode.
Yep.
Oh my god. Thor, did you have anything that? It sounded like you had some points of contention.
Yeah. My main contention is the Asgard Treaty. This was not a natural disaster. This was directly caused by SG-1. I don't think it would have fallen under the Gould Treaty of not interfering because they were already interfered with already. I know they try and explain it in the episode. I just don't buy it. And, you know, I am a member of the High Council and I just don't understand what those guys were thinking. My second one is the rocket. I really don't think it would work. I know Maclarium is super dense, but the sun doesn't work like an ocean. You don't sink. Like if the rocket got burned up and the Maclarium survived, yeah, but it's just going to float on the surface. It's not going to sink into the sun like it should have. I think the going like cutting off the Stargate as it was traveling through the sun is probably the better bet, even though it was only a 1% chance.
I was right.
But that and yeah, like those are really only the two big ones, and no Walter either.
Yeah.
I like Walter's my boy. This is season 5. He should be in every episode. And that's really about it.
Yeah, I kind of agree with like some of the pacing issues. Like I don't know. It felt like they needed to give teal'c something to kind of really
Yeah.
like push it over the line. I think that's what was kind of dragging in this is he was that missing little factor because they were focused too much on trying to fix the planet. Teal'c could have actually been down at the rocket and we could have had a scene or two of him down there supervising, making sure that security's tight and whatnot. Could still have the rocket blow up, but have him be the one that tells everybody it looked like men from Malchus and and what was going on. I mean, that could have been a good way to do that, but depends on how his schedule was going for this particular episode. But other than that, other than some pacing, the big thing is it drove me a little bit crazy at the end. Like you didn't know for sure if the Asgard actually helped or not.
Yeah.
And they were leading up to that point was they had to have helped because Carter straight up said this should have happened already and it didn't. And then all of a sudden it works like a minute later and they're like, somebody had to help us here. And then you got Daniel going, or it could have been somebody else. We'll never really know. It's like, oh, don't do that.
Come on, Daniel. You know it was us.
That was the wrong line to throw in there and be like, I know you're trying to skirt like the message of faith, so to speak. But that's why like they've tried to do faith every few seasons. And it's always been met with a little bit of a mixed bag with those particular episodes. It feels like it pulls it back too much for the show instead of trying to focus on more of the science fiction, the characters and the relationships and the narrative in general. And so they finally get it figured out when we get to the Ori. Yeah. And it's like, I think after this episode, we really don't dip into this sort of like potential faith thing, Christianity or anything like that for the next like 3 or 4 seasons.
Yeah, it doesn't really appear until season 9.
I mean, this didn't have much of it, but they did kind of skirt the religion in this episode. And I felt like that's okay. It didn't really help the episode, and it might have actually hurt it just a little bit.
Yeah, because there's one episode where they dip into Christianity on a planet, and they're like, "How did Christianity get here?"
Yeah,
I can't
demons.
remember.
Yep, demons. Yep.
Yeah.
Thank you. I was like, I know the episode. I just don't know the name of the episode.
Yeah. That's where I was.
That's with that Unas who was working for Sokar, the one who wanted to be the devil. It's like, man, when they killed the devil, they kind of got away from a lot of that. And then, oh, hey, we'll dip back in here and there, just dip our toes in and see if we can make it work. And it's a fine episode. I don't hate it. I'll watch it every time. And like I said earlier, I think I appreciate it a little more now than I did when I first saw it, where I was just like, that was fine for an episode. I'm ready for the next one.
Yep.
Now for scores. Skeeter, what do you got for a score on this one?
I give this one like a 6.5. It's good, but the pacing was too slow for me. It just, couldn't grab me good enough.
It did take me 2 times to watch the episode in full. But and Thor, what you got for a score?
Yeah, I'm gonna go with 6.5 too. Like I said, I don't ever skip this episode. I still find it entertaining, even though I find that there's a few problems with it. Still entertaining. Like, to me, a 6.5 is like a 9 now. So We'll,
Promotion was
I will
down,
take a 2000 and what? I'll take a 2002 6.5 over a 9 now.
Oh my god, right? And me, I'm gonna give it a 6. I'm not gonna give it quite a 6.5. Um, it's it's fine. It's a good episode. It's just not great. I wouldn't even say it's like very good, but there's some excellent parts to it. There's some really good dialogue, and I do appreciate the fact we're seeing more other Asgard other than Thor. Sorry,
Yeah.
Thor, you must have been on
Hey, now.
vacation despite venturing out to the four corners of the earth or the galaxy to deal with the replicators. But seeing Freyr and the High Council and the chamber, that was a cool
Yeah.
look. I tried to grab a picture, but we just have like the background of it. But pretty cool. I like the little Easter eggs there, and I really enjoyed it. Yeah. Skeeter's got one more lit up than the one that I got. So
There we go.
but this is cool. I like this. The hologram and the talking, like that totally works for the episode. So there is some good facets to it. I just feel overall with the pacing issues and the way it kind of ended, I'm just going to give it a 6. So, yeah,
Totally understandable.
Yeah. And fan rating on Gateworld is a 6.92.
Yeah.
All right.
And I think Darren is a little more in line with us with a 2.5 stars out of 4.
There we go.
Yep.
So he's pretty close to
Yeah.
our score as well. So it's fine. But let's see. I think we went through all the images. Were there any other final thoughts before we move on over to Rite of Passage?
Nope.
Besides Jack telling the council, "Don't worry, we didn't give away your secret," and then he goes,
Until he did.
And then he goes and gives away the secret. Yeah, see, that's what I have a problem with.
Yeah. Well, I think he was like, "This is our last resort here."
Yep.
And they didn't buy it anyway, so
Yeah,
it
they
made no
didn't believe you.
difference.
They've all seen what Freyr looks like, a big muscular Viking. So,
Yep, no beard though.
Yeah, he's a
Totally didn't fit.
poor Viking.
Yep, terrible Viking with no beard.
Yeah.
Sorry, Freyr. Go suck it. We prefer Thor anyway. That's why we kept asking for him.
There are some Thor images coming up in Thor's Chariot that's going on my account right now.
Oh, that is such a good episode, though. Oh my
Yeah, I like Thor's Chariot. That's a good one. I like it when my big ship finally shows up and zaps everybody
It's the ship.
into the sun. I mean, somewhere.
They go kaputskis and bye-byes. And then, so at this point, we're going to slip on over to Rite of Passage. Cassie, is back again, and she mysteriously falls ill, sending SG-1 back to her home planet, where they uncover a dark Goa'uld secret. And oh my god, the bitch is back. Everybody, yep. Nirti is back. And so this is a doozy of an episode, and spoiler alert, I really like this one more than Red Sky. Maybe not so spoiler alert.
Oh, that's fine.
And Thor, gotta ask you exactly what Jack is going to do for us.
What was your favorite part?
This episode is one I generally skip. It's the first time I've watched it, probably 3 or 4 rewatches. I don't really care for it too much. I do like when they go back to the planet. They discover her laboratory. That was cool. And then the rings activate, and hey, nobody's in there. Oh well, don't think too much of it. But they
Daniel just bumped it.
Yeah, that was kind of funny. I
something.
did like that.
Yeah.
Whoops, that might have been me.
And Janet pulling the gun on Nirti. That was good.
I think we're going to start a new segment, Badass of the Week.
Yeah.
And she earned it
Yes.
between both episodes.
Yeah. She was definitely the badass of the week. Yeah, and she noticed that. Yeah, there's like when
The
Dirty was going through the stuff, she put it back wrong. I mean, Cassandra, like, I mean, I can't I just the Cassandra actress. Yeah, she did a good job of playing an annoying teenager, and
Mhm.
like anybody who's had teenage girls knows that just gives me flashbacks, man.
Skeeter's just like,
That's
yeah.
Mhm.
like they cut to the bone when they get into a mood, and it's like that is like she did a good job, but I don't like it. It's not something I like. Yeah, it's like,
It's your birthday.
yeah.
You will eat a piece of this cake that
Yeah.
Sam made for you. I brought it. Shut up.
I know, like, holy cow.
Yeah.
I get
got
it.
a
She's
date.
kind of under the influence of what Dirty was doing to her, but oh man, I think they took it over the top. I think if they would have dialed it down by about half, she would have still been annoying, and it probably wouldn't have irritated me as much. Just my own thoughts on that one. Yeah, it was kind of cool watching we revisit the planet where they originally found her, and watching the tapes that SG7 brought back before they were unfortunately killed by Near T when she killed everybody on the planet except for Cassandra. And that deal's going to come back and haunt them, obviously, and it almost does in season 6. Yeah, John, I agree with you there.
Yeah.
I've never really liked the character that much. And I have some other issues, but I will save that for when we get to that part. Like, I'm glad Cassandra gets fixed. Everybody's happy. Yurti gets let go.
Yeah. Well, how about you, Skeeter?
Yeah, this was gave me a little PTSD of having a teenage daughter. So I, first time I watched this when it came out live, I didn't have kids.
You hadn't had one yet, did you?
So she was still a baby. So I was like, okay,
stop that.
Yeah. So, yeah, I now I'm rewatching it again now that my kids are all in their 20s, or well, one more is going to be 20 here in a couple of months. So, yeah, this one hits. It's like hit me different now that the kids are grown up. So I could relate a lot with Frasier in this. So, but yeah, we get a teenage Cassie now, played by Colleen Renison, who has also been in Boot Camp, Downriver, Unforgettable, Kingsway, and Aftermath, just to name a few. And yeah, Doc Frazier is now understanding what it is like to raise a teenager. I feel you, Janet. I feel you. Been there. Then we also meet her love interest, which is Dominic, played by Richard D. Clark. He's also known
Johnny
for
Depp.
the new series. No.
That's another Richard, though.
He was in the new series Twisted Metal, Tracker, Strange Empire, Anthem of a Teenage Prophet, and Designated Survivor. And I remember him from Supernatural. So I want to see Twisted Metal, so it's on my list of shows to watch.
I still need to see it too.
And he is a hell of a kisser. I mean, knocks Cassandra right out, makes the light bulb blow up. That's what we think at first. So
I love how they bring that back at the end of the episode too. And they're like, "Oh, but
it's in my
Dominic,
lines.
he must have been a hell of a kisser."
Yeah, it's
We'll
in my
save that
lines.
line, man.
we also learned Cassandra is suffering from something from her home planet called mind fire. So,
Yeah.
and we watched the videos of that. Then, yeah, this is my new background.
Well,
on my
thank God
computer
you
screen.
brightened it up. Mine is really dark.
So yours is darker. Ooh, yeah.
Look at that. But this is
Wow.
what it
Jeez,
looked
that is
like when I was
darker.
watching. So
Oh, yeah, mine was a little dark, but when I got the photo, it brightened up, and I'm like, "Ooh, this is my new background." It's a little blurry, but I like it. So, it's a beautiful scene. But the planet's changed a little bit since the last time they were on it. Where this Stargate view, there was no tower in the background before. Now there's a tower. So, yeah, how'd that
There
get there?
should have been, because that was the observatory that they were in the first episode. But
I
they
think
must
so.
have missed putting it into the background shots.
They
Yeah.
Or off
moved
to
it.
the side.
That's the problem. It's moved over because they
Oh,
did this
okay.
same angle with them running towards the Stargate to activate it, and it wasn't in the background. So it's just in the wrong spot. So either that, or people are still alive on the planet, and
Yeah.
And moving
Yeah.
stuff around. Yeah.
yeah. But 4 years, and they're able to go back when the whole planet was infected with that.
Well,
So
I would believe they sent a MALP, even though we should see one
They
off to the
did.
side here. But
Yeah.
we don't. Yeah.
So yeah, that's a couple of my little nitpicks, for what I didn't like.
Yeah.
Then we see Nertie's I'm talking good tonight. Nertie's secret lab, which was kind of cool, but pretty plain
Yes.
too. So I didn't take a photo of it.
I got that for you when we get there.
But just so everybody knows, late night the birds aren't. Well, most birds are asleep at night, but
That's
the
Hey,
right.
we got
crickets are chirping. So they make sure that they get those little sound details in there. The crickets are chirping outside the base.
Well, for the hearing
Uh,
impaired who can't hear it,
Yeah.
they tell you what's going on at least.
Yeah, and with one of my ears losing hearing in, I didn't even hear them. So I had to crank up the volume, and it's like, oh yeah, they are chirping.
This episode was soft on the audio on Prime too. I will
Yeah.
say that.
I noticed that too from the DVD set.
Yeah.
Cassie knocks out the power again at the SGC. Not her again, but the power at the SGC goes out again. But they put her in a specialty room, so that won't happen again. And then when they're going through Yurte's secret lab, this device is badass looking. They never used it, but it was cool looking. I was all excited because they focused on it. And
They
then
didn't.
they
Yeah, they
show
don't
it-
even explain what it
Yep,
is.
They show it later, and then she doesn't even use it. She uses a hand device and some other hand device, and I'm like, "Come on, I want to see this thing in action."
Well, even
So-
Jack, when he picks it up, he just kind of looks at it. And
Yeah,
he's like, what do you think this does? I don't know, Neil. What do you think it
It
does?
is.
Then he just drops it in the thing.
Yeah.
He's like, let's keep moving out here.
We see Cassie using her telekinesis to move the night piece, and Jack has a great explanation for it.
Magnets.
Magnets. And you're going to have to play the clip because I am going to correct myself. Last week I said that the shield in the background was crooked, but you guys were correct. It was a flag in the background, so I stand corrected.
You
So
said
you guys
corrected.
can play the clip. You are correct, or I was correct. So you guys were correct. I was wrong. So
I was right.
you guys were right. I was wrong. I admit it. So then Cassie's learning to use her powers to get the heat out of her body, and then Janet grabbing it and finding out it is hot. She's like, like dang. That was a good scene. Then we're seeing an invisible person in the med bay using the computer. Then we find out it's Nirte. And
That was cool. I love the keyboard depressing and everything. I always get
chair
a kick out of
moving,
that.
and
Yeah.
they did a great job of that. Then, yeah, we see Nirte's back, played by Jacqueline Samuda. She's also been in The L Word, When Sparks Fly, Homeworld 3, and a bunch of Hallmark movies and shows.
Why am I not surprised?
But she is a Vancouver native, so that could be
Yes.
why. Then Cassie, after seeing Nirte, I couldn't get a good photo of it. Nirte shouldn't have done that fancy flip into the room. She might have been able to avoid it.
That was kind of stupid, honestly.
Yeah.
I'm like, you're just showing off there, lady, and it backfired on you.
Arrogance of the Goa old.
Mm-hmm. Then
Always.
Daniel seemed to be hitting on Frasier a little bit, saying that he's there to help her with anything with Cassie. It's like, oh, are you trying to be a father figure here? So, never happened. So, yeah. And oh yeah, Janet pulling the gun. I missed that photo, but I think you got it. Yeah, that's showing how that scene was very impactful. Like I said, being a parent, it's showing a mom desperate to save her child, and she's willing to do anything to save her child. So yeah, I know that feeling. Been there. So
and Hammond backing her up was the exclamation point on it. Like, let me remind you of the woman who's pointing her gun at you is Cassandra's mother.
Yeah.
And the look on Nirte's face was like, ah, shit.
Yeah. And then the real gut punch was at the end, them having to let Nirte walk away.
Oh, Jack was so steamed. That's like one of the last pictures I have on. Yeah. He's got that look of like, we're going to get you one day and you ain't going to like it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he's taking this one personal because I got a nitpick later on anyway.
Me too. Several.
Yeah. You letting her go is not the play. I don't care. It
was the deal, but
I know it was the deal, but I would have so gone back on it and just locked her up. Because
this is where having the NID around, like Mayborn, that would have been the play where they just overrule everybody and be like, screw the deal, you're coming with us, jackass.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So, but I enjoy this episode quite a bit. I think Cassandra's great. It's definitely not the same original actress who played Cassie before. She might have been unavailable at this time. And I think they did a fantastic job grabbing Colleen. I thought she really sold the episode. Her and Tara Rothery just completely, they're the core of this episode. Without both of them, this episode really wouldn't have been all that great. It really wouldn't have been. There's like nothing there otherwise. But Doc Fraser and Cassandra, we finally get the relationship between the two. We get a great story for Doc Fraser to be more invested than she usually is. And the fact that we have like Jack O'Neill is invested, Carter's invested, everybody is invested, and teal'c's involved. He's ready. Him and like Sam are walking around with the TERs, scanning everything, looking for a person hiding and cloaked. Like, that was fantastic. That's good detail work. At least we're keeping use of those little guns that detect people out of phase or hiding.
Sort of.
Well, yeah, kind of, sort of.
I got a thing at the end here.
Well, yeah, that's a big bone that I'm picking later. That's.
But I at least appreciate the fact that they tried to make use of something that's from a completely different episode and different issue with like the redo. But there's I feel like this is a really good acted episode. I don't have a problem with any of the acting. Yeah, there's some story beats that I'm not a big fan of, and there's some like little nitpicks I got about characters and how they did some of the episodes. But ultimately, I feel like the beginning, middle, and end were all there. The pacing was on point. It kept moving, and it was nice tension, and you really felt for the characters. And I'll say this, it pissed me off, honestly, because of what happens to Janet in a later season. I literally said, MF her. I can't believe what you did to Janet later on. You and that is not the writer's fault. That was Sci-Fi Channel's decree. Like you gotta, somebody gotta die.
Well,
what
and
did
they,
to her was bull. So I don't.
I
like that.
know, yeah, they thought it was their last season though too.
True,
Yeah.
and it wasn't.
It wasn't. That's
I
what
like
hurts the
Carol
most.
Rossery.
Yeah, that's what hurts the most. Is it wasn't the last season, but they thought it was.
Nah, and my last good thing is Nearty.
Major?
Apparently there's a goa'uld on the base, sir.
What? How's that possible?
Nearty possesses the technology to become invisible.
Don't, la la.
Cronus is dead. It's the system that was holding her prisoner.
So she's out.
The rings in her lab, that wasn't me, that was her. She came back to the Stargate with us.
Well, that would mean that she was waiting for us in her lab the whole time.
We may have inadvertently triggered a device alerting her to our presence.
Ain't no good lying, bitch!
I haven't forgotten about that from our first episode with Nearty. So we'll call back to our own show. But having her come back, she's delightfully evil and very dislikable. And that's also going to lead to something I don't like, and that's letting her go. But we'll get to that in a minute. Let's talk about some favorite lines, guys. And Thor, let's start with you.
All right. Clip 1, Nearty cured them.
And then they come back cured.
Nerdy cured him?
Yeah, it makes sense.
No, it doesn't.
Indeed. It seems a plausible explanation.
No, she killed everyone on this planet except Cassie. Why would she cure a bunch of kids?
Well, if I'm reading this right, it's part of some sort of experiment she was conducting.
Now see, that sounds like a ghoul.
I like Daniel going for the tablet almost immediately. Like, I know what that is. I'm going to start reading this like stat.
He should be having flashbacks to Legacy. The last time he used
yeah. He should be like, I know what this is. Maybe I should wait a minute. But then he activates the console. He's like, oh, I guess I did that. And then he gets something out and he's looking at it and everybody's looking at him like, what the hell are you doing over there? And he's just like,
what are you touching stuff for? This is a Gould laboratory. Anything could kill you.
Usually you're yelling at Carter to stop doing that.
Yeah.
So that was super funny.
Clip 2 is, what's this for?
What's this for?
What do you think it is for?
I love that scene, man. I love that.
We never get an answer on what it's for until it's like, what do you think it's for? Just tell me.
Like scanning over all the tools in front of her, she just kind of goes over it like, no. It's like meeny miny mo with their tools in front of her when she helps Cassie later.
I hate they focused on it and they didn't even tell us.
I know.
Super funny. I almost wonder if they had an idea and they're like, no, let's not do that.
Yeah, let's just leave them hanging.
That's from my personal collection. What are you doing with that?
It needs the batteries replaced.
Yes.
Yeah. And clip 3 is, how could she do that?
How can she do that?
Magnets. Every one of those pieces got a little tiny magnet in the bottom of it to hold it on the board, like when you're driving, so they don't rattle off. Anyway, every one of those magnets has got a little electrical field around it. That's how she was able to manipulate them. Magnets.
I didn't notice, but Carter's looking at him, trying not to crack up. Like, can you actually do this in one take?
Magnets. Yeah, those are mine.
Well, that's actually brings up a really quick one for me, if you don't mind, Skeeter.
Yep, that's fine.
It's like between this and the previous episode, Jack's actually showing some like real high intelligence. But Cassie points out in this one, for as stupid as he pretends to be, he's actually very intelligent. He actually knows what he's talking about. I don't have the direct line and I didn't make a clip, because I made enough for Red Sky, and I'm like, I'm just gonna do my near T one here.
Mhm.
But like, that's the line that sticks out the most for me in this episode is when Cassandra basically says he plays stupid, but he's not. And
Yeah,
that's basically the short and skinny of that combo. And I'm like, that is spot on. And I love that.
Yeah, he always pretends he's not as smart as he really is
Yeah.
the direct quote. Yeah.
Thank you. I should have written it down, but I'm like, I thought one of you guys would have it actually. And I'm like,
I thought one of you guys would, so I left it out.
Yeah.
I'm glad I brought it up.
I left it too.
But on that note, Skeeter, what do you got, brother?
At the beginning when they get to Cassandra's planet and Jack's like, yeah, let's collect some of that flora. And they're like, yeah, there must be something in the flora here that's curing them, but no. And then I got the point where Daniel touches the council. Oh boy, I did that. Jack, let's take it with us. And then Hammond says, oh, the magnets, we just did that one.
Love the magnet one. That's great.
Yeah. I did that whole thing. And the one thing that wasn't at the end there, after he says magnets for the final time, they do look like horses. The final one I got is the end. Sam says, Dominic awaits. Cassie, stop it. Oh, come on. The last kiss was impressive. Cassie, stop it. Sam, lights exploded overhead. Cassie, stop it. Yeah. That was a great ending to it. So
it was an impressive kiss. Knocked her the hell out.
Yep.
Swept her off her feet and put her on the ground.
Yep. Sparks.
It's like a reverse Sleeping Beauty is what I took that as.
Yeah. Had knocked those to power.
Sparks flew, literally.
Sparks flew. And real quick, before we get to things we maybe didn't dig about this episode, keen eyes will spot Mr. Peter DeLuise at the desk that he says good morning to. And he directed this episode.
Yep.
Yep.
And all right, so things that we maybe did or, well, definitely didn't like about this one. Let's start with you, Thor.
Yeah, I'm just not a fan of shows about teenage girls.
Teeny boppers.
Yeah, just not. I know it's a good episode to throw in there just to see where she's at, but this is one that I skip all the time basically.
Aww.
Like this is the first time in years I've watched it, and it didn't do anything to like really
change your opinion.
Change my opinion. I might rate it a little bit higher than I would have before I watched it, but it's not going to get very high. What I really didn't like about it is in Show and Tell they put those transphase eradication rods, TERs, in the gate room to prevent invisible people from getting into the SGC through the Stargate. And it does work. It does work on Near T's cloaking because they used it in the one where they got into the Asgard Protected Planets Treaty. Oh, I forget the exact name of that episode. But yeah, they found her with those in that one. So we know they work on Near T's cloaking device. She should have never got into the SGC. That's like the biggest major goof that they have.
Yep. Same. That's one of mine too. It's like, oh my God, you tell us several times you have these things installed.
Yeah. In the gate room
this time.
Yeah, and that's really about it. Like, just I don't care for too much for the subject. I mean, it's nice that they just revisit a planet they've been to and Cassandra's background.
Yeah,
but I didn't care for the episode myself that much. That's and no Walter as well.
Yeah, I noticed no Walter in this one. Not so much in the previous one because they were barely at the SGC.
Yeah,
but this one was all SGC and no Walter. So, and Skeeter.
Yeah, here's a couple of things. Let's touch back on the gate room thing. Yeah, they had those installed to detect any invisible beings so they didn't get everything happening again. So I'm kind of putting this on Siler for not checking them. Maybe they're not
Or
working.
somebody not paying
or-
attention.
Yeah,
or
I
something.
mean, so they need to check on those devices, see if they're still working or if they're even on. And I'm putting that on Siler. That's his fault for not.
Damn it,
Yeah.
Sailor.
Ah,
You're
boy.
fired. You're going to get thrown off another balcony again.
Yep. Also, the whole planet died from a virus that CRTICILESS released, right?
Yeah.
But then they started saying it was just her village. And they kept stating through the episode it was just her village, just her village. Except the only time they didn't was when they said, we'll send the melt through to check the atmosphere of the planet. So, which is it? Just the village or was it the whole planet? So, I'm curious about that.
Sounds like it started with the village and ended with the planet.
Yeah. So I was a little confused by that. I'm like, well, okay, which is it? And then when they threw in the video, I was like, wait a minute. I thought everybody died on that planet, but then I'm rewound it and I'm like, oh, previous footage. So
Yeah.
I was like, ready. Oh, there's a big mistake, but no, they did say it right. I just missed it the first watch through. So, but yeah, it's a good episode, but it has some flaws. But not bad. I now with kids being grown up, I really appreciate the episode more than the first time I watched it when my kids were really little.
Yeah.
So,
well, yeah, it's a little angsty. I totally get that for a good bit, but I feel like they did a good job with the characterization for Cassie. My big issue is there was no build up to this like at all. It's all of a sudden she's sick and it's her birthday, but we haven't seen Cassie in basically like 2 seasons. It would have been if we had been introduced and seen her from Evergreat once in a while, might have helped a little bit negotiate. Like she doesn't always get along. She's definitely in that teenage range. All of a sudden, we're just being thrown right in to the middle of it. It's like, what did we walk into here? So there was like no build up or even like passing comments like, oh, Cassie's in her teenage years and she's having a little struggle with school or whatever. There's
you would have her in the background of the
nowhere.
scene. Oh, Cassie's visiting the base today. Bring your kid to work day.
Yeah, and she's an alien. She's been there. She knows not to talk about the stuff. So it's not like she doesn't know anybody and everybody and what's going on. So I had a little problem with the build up to this. And also, I believe she got a dog. Where was the dog?
Yeah, about that dog.
So there was some like missing sort of like detail work here. Like it could have been, and make sure you take the dog out before you go off with your boyfriend, Dominic. But so I got those kind of issues and just a little bit of basically letting CRTICILESS go at the end. Just that was the wrong play.
Yeah.
And John, I see your comment in there about they were setting Cassie up to be a bigger threat in later episodes. That was kind of built up before this episode when she was in 1969. And she's going to be part of the SGC way down the future, like very end. And they do bring her up season 6 or 7 when Janet dies and Carter ends up taking guardianship of her. And I believe there's a passing comment about she is going to be involved with the SGC at some point.
Yeah.
Like they had plans for her and Cassie was very interested in doing it anyway. So
yeah. And
that's why some of us,
so
yeah. And some of us feel like she'd be a good character for the new show. Now that we're 20, 30 years later, you got Cassie, you got young Jack 2.0, you got, teal'c's kid. I mean, Ryak, you got so many people that at a more appropriate age now would be the seasoned vets that we were part of their show before, and we can
Yep.
handle this now. At least
Mhm.
one or two of them, and I think Cassie would be a good one.
Yep.
If Colleen is still acting, I don't know. I did not look at that part.
I didn't either.
Skeeter.
But
Oh no, I'm just teasing.
I was
But
like, I did look at her thing, but I didn't look at it.
Yeah, I
So,
didn't realize the actress had been in Bane. That was the same girl.
Yep.
Camp Down River SG1. Yeah.
So this
She
is her
hasn't done anything in
second.
a little bit, it looks like.
Yeah. That 2013 was last movie, it looks like.
Yeah.
Yeah. So maybe she's out of it.
She did a
But
bunch
there
of
is a
like
bunch of-
Canadian stuff, it looks like.
Yeah. Soundtracks too.
Yeah.
So
Atlee,
Connect Sport
she was
season
in another
2 and
episode?
Chai.
Oh yeah, episode.
Well,
Band,
Chai's
yeah.
new. But that's a soundtrack. Maybe she just got into sound engineering. So
No, and that's cool. A lot of actors do shift on over to
Mhm.
behind the scenes stuff, like Peter DeLuise.
Yep.
He's more directing and writing, and will occasionally do a little cameo like he did in
Yeah.
this episode. So,
quite a few
all
episodes.
right.
You spot 'em.
Yeah. Well, let's do some scores, guys. Hey, Thor, what do you got for this one?
5.
Oof.
Sorry. Yeah.
No, don't apologize. You're entitled.
like
to
like I said,
Yep.
this I will probably not watch this episode again for a few years.
till all your kids are out of the house or something.
Yeah, exactly. Till I don't got any mouthy teenagers at home.
Don't need to be reminded of that constantly.
I know. I get enough of that.
Wait till we get to Jack 2.0. You're gonna love that one too.
Oh man.
And Skeeter, what do you got?
I give this a good 7, a solid 7, because I understand dealing with the teenager, and I was that kind of teenager too. Janet's mom role is 100% right on the money. So yeah, I go with the solid 7 on it.
And I'm gonna probably irritate a bunch of people. I'm gonna go an 8. I love that this is a Frasier episode, and Terrell is fantastic. I thought Cassie was really good. Normally, these angsty teens bother me, and I don't really like these kind of episodes. But this one oddly worked for me, so I don't have an issue with it. I don't have angsty kids, so I avoid that pitfall. But most of the time, angsty teens just the shows and the movies, they just don't work for me like at all. This one worked for me. So I give it an 8 due to performances and an overall good quality story, but it did miss the mark with the end with CRT a little bit, and there's some other issues with it.
Yeah, that's right, John. It's not quite Emancipation bad, but
The only good thing about Emancipation is Fang Sung, and
I know.
my God, that was the worst disservice for that actor. Was that episode?
I know. Like he should have at least said finish her. No.
Finish her.
What was it? You will be mine. It was not close enough to your soul is mine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see. Fan rating on Gay World is a 6.47. So I'm higher than a lot.
Mhm.
And Darren's got it at 2.5 stars again. So 6.5. That's about accurate. So that's what we got for those two, everybody. Yeah, I kind of like this one. So I just wish we would get more and it had a better build-up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like going from Cassie in the Ashrak one in the second season to going to this Cassie is a bit jarring.
Yes. I totally get growth spurts and everything, but
Yeah.
but they had worked with Colleen on a previous episode back in season 2 anyway. So it's like, all right, you can kind of finagle that a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
And good job on the acting performances. But
Oh yeah.
yeah, I know, honey. I got a little kitty down here who wants to say hi. But yeah, next up we got Beast of Burden and the Tomb.
Yeah.
Oh, I
And,
love the Tomb, but Beast of Burden is That's one of those ones where it's just like, yeah,
It's an episode.
It's an episode. Yeah.
I think we're all going to probably agree on that one. I started watching it today and I'm like, ooh, talking about doing a disservice to a fantastic actor.
Yeah.
Again.
I know.
Like Larry Drake. My God, you had Larry freaking Drake in your show, and this is what you did with him? Okay.
Shakira. I mean, Shakaka.
But yeah, the Tube is in my top 5 for this season. Like,
I need to take a quick look at that one. That's the Russian one.
Yeah, it's a fun episode.
That one's great. Yeah, and Gary Chalk was back as Colonel Chekhov.
Yep.
And that one's written and directed, written by Joseph and Paul, and directed by Peter DeLuise. So that one should, by all accounts, be a good episode if you have not seen it before. And I think we all are in agreement. The Doom is very good.
So, yeah.
Yeah, and then Between Two Fires in 2001. I'm looking forward to 2001. I'll tell you that one.
2001. Yes.
So we got a couple of good weeks coming up, everybody. And before we head on out, Supreme Commander Thor, let everybody know where they can find you and what you got coming up next, and Stargate Atlantis guy as well.
Yeah, we are over on Twitter. I am at every Stargate frame and order. We are still working our way through Thor's Chariot. We're at about 640 frames in, probably about out of 1,200 to 1,300 frames. I haven't quite finished sorting them all yet, but
dang.
Yeah, it's some episodes are easier than others. This one's going fairly quick for sorting, actually, so I might be able to get it down to about 1,200. 1,200 is where I would love to have the episodes come in at. But sometimes they just have some episodes have more dialogue and less long shots of people walking. So the long shots, I could cut out tons of frames. Like,
okay.
That makes time go by very quickly. But when you have to like clip every frame where somebody's doing dialogue, that can add up pretty quick. Especially when you got guys like Daniel or McKay talking, and they talk pretty quick usually. And Sam can talk pretty quick too sometimes. So it's like, they throw in a lot of dialogue. And over on every SGA frame, we got Childhood's End is the episode name. I probably got it wrong earlier. He's at about 30 frames in, so he's not very far in. So that one will probably run for another week and a bit.
All right. And Skeeter.
Find me here every Thursday night on the Stargate Files. Also, Deadwire Live on Saturday nights with the rest of the Suns and Shadows Network crew. And hold on. Threads, Instagram, and Facebook are all the Stargate Files. And on X, I am under Skeeter, the Stargate Files.
Right on. And I am Jeff, Suns and Shadows. We got all of our fantastic shows. Every Thursday is Stargate Files. So happy holidays, everybody. Whether it's Christmas, Hanukkah, whatever you do, whatever you don't do, have a good holiday or at least a good day off. And,
Merry Christmas, Quasica. I learned that.
I've never heard that one before.
You put them all together. I put it together once a long time ago, and I tell everyone that when I say Merry Christmas, I always say Merry Christmas, Quasica. So,
that's
and
fun,
festival for the rest of us. So,
from Seinfeld.
So everyone always looks and goes, "What'd you just say?" I'm like, I just put them all together and then added Festivus for the rest of us at the end of it. So,
Hey, not a problem. I think that's pretty clever. I got to try and figure out how to say it now myself.
Merry Christmas, Quasica.
Merry Christmas, Quasica.
Yep.
Okay.
And Festivus for the rest of us.
Yeah. So, please do us a favor. Hit that like button on the way out. Share and subscribe. It'll get us in front of other people who are Stargate fans as well. And get us all on a rewatch. We are a good entry point if you are just starting to watch Stargate and you want to go back. All of our back episodes are there, and we have a good time, and it's fun.
A lot of interesting interviews. Yeah.
Yep. We do have interviews with Vanessa Angel, and we have some awesome guests join us from time to time. And because it's not always just us three, sometimes we have a fourth, we have a fifth, and we got other people. And we've even had Joseph Malozzi join us once before. And I'd love to invite him on, but he's probably pretty busy right now, getting ready to go to LA.
We're not mad at him.
He'll be locked up for 3 months while they hammer out a script in January.
After that, well, when they're done with that, then I'm definitely going to reach back out and be like, okay, so you want to talk about Atlantis or something over here?
Yeah.
So, by that point,
we might be there. Yeah,
we'll be around end of season 6, but we are trying to get Corin locked in for season 6.
There we
so
go.
Excited for that.
So hopefully here in January we can get that interview scheduled, and we have an idea on how we want to do that with him and make him part of the actual show that we do.
Yeah.
So on that note, thank you everybody for tuning in. We will be back next week on New Year's Day. I don't know if you guys are up for it, but I'm willing to do that one live. Not sure if you got plans though.
No, I surprisingly nothing planned. So
no, I'm good.
All right. So yeah, well, you guys have a good holiday yourselves, and everybody tuning in. Happy Merry, what is it? Merry
Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Yep.
All right. And Skeeter, you know how to send us out of here.
Yeah, I do.
Come try ya!
And in conclusion, I'd like to say,
We better get out of here.
No, really?
No, really.
You will go. Right. You'll go.
Think it gets showtime?